Lucius Bassus was 3 years old when his mother took her eyes off him and he ran out of the house to play. They lived on the Clivus Publicius, a steep road on the Aventine Hill, where he was knocked down by a builder's cart. The cart, which escaped its driver's control as it sped down the slope, was owned by Metellus and Nepos, an outfit that worked from a yard on the hill. Nobody talked about Nepos. At first I thought he might be an invention for some tax fiddle. This business was no more shady than most in Imperial Rome. It carried out refurbishments for bar owners who wanted to move up from blatantly sleazy to a pretense of hygiene. The custom was that the Metellus crew would tender for a full deep clean and fancy renovation, promising to complete in 8 weeks max. In practice, every project took 2 years and they skimped on the fittings. They would regrout the marble counters, put in a new doorstep, provide a misspelt signboard, and charge the earth for it. By then their clients, unable to operate in the permanent dust cloud, had lost their custom and were going under. It amazed me that other bar owners saw what happened yet still used the firm, but they did. Over the years, Metellus and Nepos had done very nicely out of Roman rotgut sellers innocently trusting them. But killing a child in the close-knit Aventine community where we had some standards just might be commercially stupid. Lucius died at once from his injuries. He never stood a chance. He expired on the curb. Inevitably, at that very moment, his distraught mother came out of the house. It helped fuel local outrage. The ramshackle cart had been overloaded. The draft oxen were both past their best. Their driver was blind drunk, no question. He denied that on principle, the principle being that Salvidia, the vinegary widow who had inherited the shop-fitting business from her husband she had driven to his grave, would not pay his wages if he told the truth. There were witnesses, a large group of whom gathered in the Clivus and took an interest, but they all disappeared when a busybody produced a note tablet and started collecting names. Once the funeral with its pathetic tiny coffin had been held, well-meaning neighbours started to suggest that the family were entitled to payment for their terrible loss. Everyone agreed they should immediately hire an informer to look into the legal aspects. If being hit on the head by a falling flower tub could be worth cash to the victim, what price a child's life under civil law? Someone, it was rumoured to be the note tablet busybody I mentioned, even wrote up on a wall a plea for concerned citizens who had been present at the accident to come forward. It must have appeared before the 1st of April, because I saw it then.